Okay, let's record.
Going in cold.
Yeah, I mean,
Cold. I have nothing, Duran.
all I have is Sniper Elite right now.
Yeah.
'Cause that game's fucking
If
dope.
you got PlayStation and you're a Plus member, you gotta get that shit now.
For free. You don't have to pay $1.
Hell no.
Oh no, hold on.
You don't have to
Hey,
pay any dollars.
$1's a lot for people, bro.
If you work at our company, $1 is $1.
$1 is.
What do you mean?
We gotta work for that dollar.
$1 is $50.
Took Craig 4 weeks to save up for a laptop. That's when you know it's bad.
Yeah, dude.
And I had to buy mine at Walmart on sale.
Yeah, that's when you know it's bad.
It was down $130 too. That's how come I bought it.
Little
Jeez.
savings. Well, that game was fun. After we talked about, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we talked pretty in depth about World War II, and
Yeah.
so I've been like watching hella documentaries again, like I used to do, you know.
Uh-huh.
And now Sniper Elite. I'm just really.
Killing Nazis.
It's weird. I've been more reading like from the Nazis' point of view rather than when America
Yeah.
joined in hella late.
Oh yeah, super.
Super late.
Yeah, like 4 years into the war.
1944.
Yeah.
They came in like 10 seconds left in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter, bro.
That's because
It was the 2 minutes, fourth down.
2-minute warning in the fourth quarter.
Yep. That's when we came in.
Jesus.
And that's because Japan fucked with our boats.
Yeah,
you
literally.
Dumbasses.
You guys ruined it for the Nazis.
Yep.
Fuck. Got us involved and fuck.
America.
And then as soon as we finished the Nazis, everybody turned their eye to Japan, and Japan was like, "Oh shit!"
we signed a Tweety.
Even the fucking even the Red Army was like, "Oh, we're coming for your ass."
Well, that's because Hitler broke the Stalin-Hitler Pact when
Yeah,
he invaded Russia.
Fucking retard.
So right there, Russia already went from the Axis to the Allied side, which was a very big help, I guess.
Yeah,
Lots of meat shields.
A little help.
Lots of meat shields on the Russian side.
They were the ones who first.
Their two greatest generals helped win the war for the Russian side.
Yeah, because they were the ones that got to Berlin, and then Hitler killed himself.
They were the ones that found Berlin's bunker.
Yeah, the Fuhrer bunker. That thing was crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was
Holy
nice.
shit.
I've never seen it.
Bro, oh, nobody's seen it anymore because it got blown the fuck
Oh.
up. But
Yeah.
they have like schematics and shit, and it's like,
How big was that bitch?
it was like a fucking little mansion underground.
Yep.
He had his office, and Eva Braun had her own bedroom, and then he had his own bedroom.
Ugh.
Fucking
Damn.
one of his highest generals had his own room there.
Roommates.
Yep.
And then they heard the Red Army knocking on the door, and then dude made his kids eat cyanide pills, and then
Oh, yeah.
him and his wife killed themselves, and then I think Eva Braun ate a cyanide pill.
I believe it was Eva ate a cyanide and Hitler shot himself.
Yeah, Hitler shot himself
She
in the
ate the
temple.
pill and shit it in his mouth.
He fucking shot himself in the temple.
Yep, and the Russians said they found the body and have not ever proved they ever did find the body.
Because when they found his body, not the Russians, but you know I think his chauffeur and his bodyguard found it.
Mm.
They burned it,
Mm.
and the
Good.
Russians only confirmed via dental records.
Because they're claiming they have Hitler's
Wow.
bones over there.
Yeah, well, yeah, because
Somewhere in Russia.
because they exhumed his body, and then they put it in some warehouse.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
then-
they have it just like in Indiana Jones where they have the Ark of the Covenant hidden in that government room.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those
yeah.
kinds of warehouses in Russia
Okay. Okay.
Then they
that
claimed
they're claiming.
It's in there with like the first vodka bottle.
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, pretty much.
and they claimed in like 1970 something that they scattered the ashes of the bones because they didn't want like neo-Nazi
To get a
Neo-Nazis
hold of
flooding
it.
and getting a hold of
flooding
get
to
a
try
hold
to
of
get,
it.
yeah, invading and shit. So they
Wow.
supposedly they spread the ashes of the bones
I don't know,
in
man.
a river.
But they had a secret little tunnel in the bunker that people have been saying that he fled.
And they
Fled
could
through the
have-
bunker.
Yeah, I
Because-
mean, and then he went.
And it was
to,
just a double that the Russians found.
Then he went to South America.
Yeah, that's the rumors that they went to South
Well-
America, but he was so charismatic that he wouldn't have just stayed silent all those years.
Yeah, he was a very, very moving leader.
Yeah,
When he
people
spoke-
wanted to be around him.
Mm-hmm.
When he spoke, people listened, and that's kind of what started the whole Nazi movement. You know?
Yep.
Just his voice. His,
Well, that's what brought
his
it to the front
conviction.
page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They were always a small Nazi party before he was even born.
yeah,
The National Socialist Party.
yeah. The Workers' Party or whatever the fuck.
It was called a National Socialist, but in German it's a National Sozialist or some shit like that, because it's with a Z in there. That's where they got the
Yeah.
Nazi from.
And that's why when people in
Oh.
America hear Socialist Party, they attribute
They
it to
being Nazi.
Even though
People who
it's
know
not-
a little about history.
yeah. They attribute that to
no
Nazis.
shit.
Not these guys at these parades who don't know anything.
Well, it's just like dudes that throw around the word fascist. And
Oh
they're
my
just-
God, those fucking
fuck,
retards.
dude.
They don't know what that word actually means.
Mid
You know what I
30-year-olds
Yeah,
on the
dude.
fucking
People who
news.
should know better.
Fucking
Yep.
Antifa, fucking,
Yeah.
Fucking Antifa.
Antifa.
and then
Fucking
fucking
gay.
the Proud Boys on the
Proud
Republican
Boys.
side.
Fucking Portland.
Jesus Christ,
Portland, man.
Fucking
You
crazy.
see what happened in Portland?
man. Yeah.
Nothing.
They had a little beef, and then that was
Yeah,
it.
nothing.
They just talk shit.
All those fucking words. All bark.
It's Portland, man.
Yeah,
what do you
man.
expect? It's just
And then they all went to voodoo afterwards.
probably hung out.
People got those theaters to keep Portland weird, so I mean, there you go.
Well, it was
Shit is
kind of
too
weird.
Yeah. Gotta keep it weird.
Proud boys.
Gotta bring in my my service rat to Walmart.
But Hitler, back to Hitler killing himself. They said the only reason he did that is because they heard what they did to Mussolini after they found
Yeah,
him.
they
Yep.
beat the shit out of him.
They
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
fucking embarrassed that man.
And his wife.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, they did.
That was his mistress.
Yep.
Wasn't
They-
even his fucking wife.
They beat the fuck out of him. Oh
Fucking
my god.
Dragged him through Italy and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Like, that's why Hitler was like, nah, I'm
Man, I've seen the pictures, dog. That's just.
But I mean, the theory that he went to South America is it's very possible because
Well, I mean-
Mengele lived until 1978.
Isn't
Something
there
like
like
that
a
shit.
small town
Yes, there's
down
a,
there
a
that is
community
like
that's white.
100% German?
It's just white Nazis. Yeah.
Yep. Because
Fuck.
all the ones that left before they were considered
They-
deserters went down
Yeah,
there
they evaded
because they
capture.
were sympathetic to the Nazi cause.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so there is like a Nazi.
Yeah, it's like in the
compound.
mountains too, right?
Yep.
So perfect for them.
Because Mengele lived over there for the last 30 years of his life, and he even went back to Germany to visit, because they had a business, Mengele and Sons.
Damn.
He was probably one of the most fucked up characters in this whole war, more so than Hitler even.
No, what did he do?
Mengele?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know who this guy is.
You never heard like the Angel of Death?
I've heard that.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
him.
that's
He's
him.
the one who came
I
up
don't
with
know.
all these
Yeah.
experiments to do on
Oh, that guy.
He's the reason we had such great medical advances after World War
That's-
II in the United States side.
the. Sadly, that's true.
Jesus.
All the tests they did, the hypothermia
Damn,
test.
what
Yeah,
a
they
last
did.
name.
They did all those tests
Mhm.
on POWs and Jews.
Yeah, he would get Jewish twins, and he would sew them together to make conjoined twins
Yep.
to study them and
See what they would do.
Mhm. And then he would fuck up one twin and then leave one fine as a control for his experiments. As a
Wow.
control, so he would do.
Yeah.
He would try to dye their eyes to change the color of their eyes to blue, because that's what he wanted.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And they would just get horrible infections, and
Whew.
it's worth looking into, bro. They did
Damn,
some.
somebody need to make a movie about that dude.
I'm sure there's multiple.
I'm sure there's
movies
multiple
about Mengele.
documentaries.
No, I mean like an actual feature
Like
length film.
feature length.
Joseph Mengele. What didn't they make a movie about Hitler with Anthony Hopkins
Yeah, it's
in like the 70s or the 80s or something?
Fuck, I don't remember what the name of it was, but I know what you're talking
He
about.
actually looked like Hitler.
That's called makeup.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
It's not hard to grow his little upper lip stash.
Yeah, there hasn't been like a good World War II movie since Saving Private Ryan, probably. Even that, it wasn't.
It wasn't around Hitler. It was around
Exactly. It
Saving
was
Private
just-
Ryan.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I just mean set in that era.
Hmm.
And there's Dunkirk. Dunkirk wasn't a good movie, but it was a good cinematic experience.
Yeah.
Dunkirk, yeah.
If that makes sense.
That was an experience, bro.
Yeah, like it wasn't
Yeah.
a good movie,
Yeah, I watched that shit in theaters. That was, whew.
but cinematically it was
Yeah.
fucking top notch.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh, well, the HBO has Band of Brothers. That show was
Yeah,
fucking
there's
amazing.
that, but it's not like about Hitler.
About, oh, okay.
Like I want a historically semi historically accurate movie based around Hitler,
That would be interesting to watch.
because a lot of people don't know the story prior to America's involvement.
Yeah.
They just know, America, and
Got
a lot
him.
of these are
They just know he was the dictator of Germany who led
Yeah.
him into World War II. That's all they really know.
yeah. There's no real stories about his rise to power.
Yep.
Yeah,
His
I
failed
would
coup.
fucking watch.
Hardly
I would
anyone
watch that.
Yeah,
Hardly anyone knows about the beer hall pooch.
yeah, or the failed coup that got him
Yep.
sent to prison.
That was the beer hall pooch.
Yeah,
Right there.
he fucking failed, and he went to prison.
Oh, yeah.
And then all the drugs he was on kind of fucked with his head.
And
His
wasn't he
prior-
like a really
that-
good fucking painter? Like
Yeah.
a really good artist?
He was
an
like
artist.
a B minus.
When he
okay.
was in Vienna, right, is where he took up painting.
He took up painting after he left his parents' house in Austria. He
Yeah.
actually took it up in World War One
Yeah,
to
because
bypass the time because he was a letter courier that would travel across the dead man zone from one side of the trench to the other.
Yeah, and the reason he never
What a
did,
fucking job. Oh my
The
god.
He
reason
actually
he
received an
never-
Iron Cross for his service
reason he never partook in like chemical warfare is because World War One, right?
because he was injured as a letter carrier in World War
Yeah.
One and lost his sight for a little bit there, and he was
Yes.
sent back to Germany to recover.
He knows how terrible it was.
And he finally recovered his sight, and then he attributed all his hate on the people that didn't go, talking about how they got out of their service with being Jews.
Oh,
Because
okay.
where he was living at the time was a very anti-Semite apartment that he was living in. He was
Yes.
selling his paintings to make a living because he couldn't get accepted into art school.
Yeah, see, this is
Oh.
the story is
I'd
so
fucking watch the shit out of a movie like that.
the story is so interesting because we don't know about him that much. You know,
Yeah.
like yes, he's a piece of shit and he did horrible things.
Mm.
Yep.
But it doesn't make it less interesting to me.
Yeah.
Just like Ted Bundy, I'm super.
Well,
interested.
yeah, that's basically the
friendly
same
guy.
thing, right? Well, I mean,
He's
we're all
nicest.
we're fascinated with fucking evil people.
Yeah, because it's just like what goes on in your mind
Yeah.
to make you that
That
dark
and it's like that
twist-
connection because like he's a human too.
Yeah, well,
Like
plus,
we all have the capacity. To
yeah, because I saw a
to
baby
do shit like
picture
that.
of Hitler and I was just like, man,
That's just a normal. It's
He's a
just a normal
fucking-
kid.
he's a fucking kid.
Yeah.
He's like a cute little kid. Like what happened? Well, obviously we know what happened. Changes, but you know, and then
It's just interesting, like the
and he was
The-
a legitimate genius when it came to like war planning and strategic. Before he started doing all these fucking mind altering
Mm.
substances.
Yep.
The Blitzkrieg. I mean, that was
the
that was
Blitzkrieg. Jesus.
fucking insane.
Because no one was expecting the Blitzkrieg. The British Expeditionary Forces and the French Foreign Legion were expecting trench warfare. So they were digging their
Yep,
trenches,
exactly.
getting
Fucking-
ready, and
And here he
then
comes with the
he flanked
flanks,
them with
yep.
the Panzer unit and just fucked them all up.
What
and then
was-
made France sign in the same train cart that Germany had
Yeah.
to sign at the end of World War One.
What was
Power moves. Jesus.
There's a documentary on Netflix about Hitler's train. His train was fucking crazy too.
Well, yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. The documentary's called Hitler's Steel Beast. And they
Oh, okay. I've seen that on
named,
there.
and each train car was named after a country almost mockingly.
Yep.
So we had a train car named America,
They have like.
and then France, and yeah,
Yep.
just mockingly, like he had
Wow.
conquered the world already.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's super interesting, bro.
That's cool.
He was a real genius, but yeah, he started getting on like all these drugs and
Well, like,
stuff.
what kind of drugs was he
The
taking?
painkillers and all
Just
this-
opiates.
Yeah, opiates. He was on opiates.
Opiates, man.
Heavy into
Fuck.
opiates. So mind altering. He started making horrible decisions.
Yo, we gotta sue Big Pharma for Hitler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
yeah, but he started making some terrible like.
That's crazy.
Like he let
invading-
300,000 French Foreign Legion and British soldiers flee to Denmark because he wanted the Luftwaffe to get the credit for the kill, but due to low
Mm,
land fog, the had to wait 2 days, and the British actually got every single ship they had, including fishing boats, and managed to get all of them across to Great Britain in those 2 days before
Jesus.
the Luftwaffe could go because of the fog.
Yeah,
300,000 fucking people.
And they had so many underground bunkers and shit in Britain that the Blitzkrieg of 28 days wasn't able to surrender them, and then it ran out of all their jet fuel.
And I don't think people realize how technologically advanced Nazi Germany was compared to everybody else.
The Enigma machine? I mean, come on
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
And they were on the verge of like discovering like jets, like jet engines and stuff.
Yeah.
They were literally on the verge.
That was going to be what Hitler called the turning point of the war, because he was going to put those in the V1, V2 rockets.
Yeah, the V2 rockets. Yeah.
That's why they're called V2, because the V1s failed dramatically.
He was literally on the verge of this,
Yep.
which explains why NASA was literally made from Nazis.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because
Wasn't
a lot
it
of the
same
Nazis,
guy that worked on the fucking
Yep.
V2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
he defected to the American side when the Germans were losing the war. A lot of them did.
Without any of these people who defected, I think we lose this war. Einstein?
Yeah.
We would've-
yeah.
I mean, like,
If they would have stayed loyal to the German country and actually focused on it rather than defecting to the America side and helping us,
Yeah.
it might have gone a whole lot differently.
I mean,
Yeah.
a majority of the scientists were prominently involved in, like, the fucking...
Yep.
The little boy and the fat man bombs, the atomic weapons.
Oh, yeah.
And that won the war for America. on the
That got
Pacific
Japan to surrender.
Yeah, on the Pacific front, the Pacific theater. So,
Well, that was after Germany already surrendered, though.
yeah, there's...
That they were still coming over before Germany surrendered, as
Yeah.
the Red Army was pushing in and as we were pushing in from Normandy.
Yeah, that's
That
when
shit
they
was
were
great.
they were like, oh shit. And then once we knocked on Berlin's wall, that's when it was like,
Yep.
They're like, fuck
it was toast.
Yeah.
Because the Red Army was there, like literally 2 hours away.
Well, yeah, because they
Oh
all,
yeah, I remember World at War.
all those
Call of Duty.
all those Germans died because of General Winter and General Hunger. It was great.
Yeah, one of the biggest mistakes Hitler made, obviously, was invading
Invading
Soviet
Russia
Union.
before he conquered Great Britain.
Not to
Because he
mention-
took half of those troops that were on the side fighting Great Britain and sent them across to attack Russia. Problem is all that time put them into winter. 1 in 5 soldiers was outfitted for Russian winter, and a bunch of them died. Because as the Russians were pulling back, they would take as many crops as they could for themselves and
Mhm.
burn the rest, so there was
Yep.
no food.
Which is, what is that called when you do that?
It is called famine.
No, it's called.
A battle of attrition.
Yes,
Yes.
that is
that
it.
too.
Battle of attrition.
That's right. When
I remember that
Scorched Earth. That's what it's
Scorched Earth. Yeah.
called. Which is what I think the Iraqis did in the original.
in the
Desert Storm?
Desert Storm. Yep.
They started burning all the oil wells as they retreated.
Yep.
So Scorched Earth. That's what it's called. Yeah, that's smart. I
Gotta
mean-
laser our bombs for Desert Strike. Marine Force
Exactly.
Recon.
But
no one
World-
talks about that either.
World War II is just, it's so deep because we only know like the surface.
Yeah.
Like we know we bombed Japan,
A lot of people know we bombed Japan.
A lot.
A lot of people know about
yeah.
D-Day.
and they know about the Holocaust,
And yeah,
but they don't know
because
about
they push the Holocaust on
Yeah.
everybody in school, but they only talk about one aspect of the Holocaust.
the death.
The Jews.
Yeah, the Jews. Yeah, there was a lot of Polish prisoners in there.
Hella
too.
Polish people.
Polish.
German prisoners.
Germans, if you weren't white-skinned, you were
Mhm.
automatically sent to a concentration or death camp.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakians who weren't a part of it, Austrians who didn't want to be a part of
I
it.
mean, there's people who think the capo
Russians.
were German. The capo were just prisoners that they chose, and you were in a position of power for maybe a week,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then they would kill you.
Yeah.
New capos.
hmm
You just lived a little bit better,
Yep.
a little bit less mold on your bread.
What they wanted to do is they wanted to keep morale up.
Yeah. I got a promotion. I'm a capo.
And you know what the guards probably did? They probably told him, "Oh yeah, we just transferred him out because he was doing so well." And they're like, "Oh, I want to be capo." Okay.
No,
Like fuck, I just got cream with my bread.
yeah.
you don't get cream. You got fucking moldy bread, and you had to save it for breakfast the next morning.
Yep.
It was really fucked. Like, yeah,
Have you seen some of those Survivor pictures?
Yes.
Play the xylophone on their ribs, man.
Hell.
They- They had to feed them when they actually found the concentration and death camps. The ones that were still alive, they had to feed them soup for over 3 weeks because their body couldn't handle.
solid
Hard food. Yeah. Solid food.
And by soup, I mean they literally had flavored water is what they had to get their stomachs back up to what it needed to be to survive.
like stock.
Jesus
They were,
Christ.
they would put you in rooms that were, I think they were like 16, but they were called standing rooms.
Yep, they were standing rooms.
And I can't remember what the measurements were. It was something retarded.
It was big enough to fit
It
three.
was 4 people.
You could fit bunk beds that were 3 high all the way down, and that was the main barrack.
No, the standing room only fit 4 bodies. It was like 4 feet by 4
Uh-huh.
feet. 4
Oh,
people were in this
Jesus.
room. You didn't have room you had to stand, and they would put you in there for like 26 hours.
Oh my God.
Oh, the solitary rooms. Yeah.
The solid. Yeah.
Yeah, they're basically solitary confinement
Woo!
cells.
So you had 0 personal space.
Jesus, bro.
No
You had-
toilet.
Just like put yourself in this little square.
Right here, bro.
No, it's like 4 like.
Oh
4 feet by
Jesus.
4 feet.
It would be like being in your car and standing for
And you-
26 hours.
With 3 other dudes.
There's
Yep.
legitimately no room to sit down.
Fuck,
like
dude.
you have to stand.
Damn, bro.
They
Or
were-
squat.
They were fucking horrible. And then if somebody escaped and they weren't there for roll call, you could not go inside or anything until they found
They found you.
found
Yep.
him or
Mhm.
they figured out what happened.
Mm.
There's stories of some lasting like 40 hours.
Oh.
You're just standing out in the cold and
Damn.
until they find what happened.
Gotta make sure no one else tries to escape.
Fucking humans suck.
It's odd.
You know, we're all capable of it.
That's
It's
why
true.
it's fascinating.
As they say in
I mean-
Expendables, when push comes to shove, killing is as easy as breathing.
Nazis did it to Jews. Americans did it to Japanese people.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Japanese did it to your people.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Concentration. And everybody is capable of this
Yeah,
Yep.
man.
kind of horrors.
Thank God for America, man. Honestly.
Yeah, they
They
came
saved
in
the
and
shit.
it.
They saved the shit out of Guam.
Yeah,
My God.
I was reading about that.
And Saipan.
Yeah, they saved all the Mariana.
All those little
Yeah,
islands.
man. Like I heard stories growing up from, previous generations.
Yeah,
It's just horrible, man. Like
they would do horrible things.
like the way that they would teach you, because you know you had to speak Japanese. You had to learn. So like if you would fuck up, they would pop one of your nails off.
And you just fuck up, stop fucking up.
Yeah, like if you didn't say it right, if you didn't pronounce something right, this is one of the stories. If you didn't pronounce something right, they would pop off your fingernail, and if you fucked up again, they would just cut your finger off. And then the next is the hand. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's just a lot of mutilation.
Yeah, dude. Thank God for America. Fuck.
Beheadings. And
Saved the shit out of my island.
Because it was every one Marine death was 1,000 Japanese kills
Yeah.
on those islands.
Mm-hmm.
And because none of them actually heard about Japan surrendering, we had to clear every island because they never thought Japan would surrender.
And then that story of that guy that they didn't find until 1978.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yokoi.
and he still thought that we were at war.
Yeah,
he was
because
freaking
he
the
thought
fuck out.
Japan wouldn't
I've been
surrender.
to that cave.
Yeah, he's still
It's
there.
an attraction. It's an attraction on Guam. It's crazy.
Dude was hit out for 30 years.
He didn't know
after the
shit,
war,
bro.
Yep.
He collected water with bamboo. He fucking ate whatever he could find, bro, for like how many years? Yeah, they found him and they were like, yeah, the war's over, bro.
Been over for like 30 years.
He's like, huh?
They're gonna make a movie about that. Fuck.
Yeah, do that. Hell yeah, I'd watch the shit out of that. Yeah, I've been to that. I've been to that cave,
Yeah,
bro.
I believe it.
That's
Fuck.
crazy.
I mean, I know there's still plane wreckage on the island and stuff.
Oh, there's
too.
so many there's so many like fucking there's shells everywhere.
Yeah.
There's tanks, like they have I mean we have a beach on Guam called Gun Beach, like,
Yeah.
you know, self-explanatory. There's tanks on the shores still in Saipan, certain beaches. There's planes everywhere. There's still the tunnel systems that the Japanese built, like in the mountains and shit. They're still there. It's crazy. They have they have like a little area on Guam. It's called Tank Farm. It's like it's a
Just
tank
tanks,
farm.
yeah.
And that's where
Literally.
everybody goes off-roading and shit.
That makes sense. That's so crazy. Like those little aspects of the war people don't realize too.
Yeah.
Like
It wasn't just Europe, man.
yeah, it was the Pacific Theater is not very talked about like in depth.
Not really.
You
It's
hear
just
about Iwo Jima, you know.
Yeah. What else?
Battle of Midway.
Yeah,
the
Midway.
Midways.
That's
You
the,
hear about
that's
Midway,
the biggest one.
Iwo Jima, and Nagasaki, Hiroshima. And that's
Yeah.
all you ever hear about
But it was
for the
much
Pacific Theater.
much wider than that.
Oh, it
Yep.
was so much bigger. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then you like graze over kamikaze pilots and
Yeah, those dudes were insane. Like the video.
their idea.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
That was another way that cost Japan the war because they couldn't get enough pilots trained fast enough to keep their air force afloat.
Yeah, they just kept killing themselves.
couldn't keep
I
up
mean,
with the demand.
It was effective to a point.
Yeah.
But once you start losing all those pilots,
Mm-hmm.
Because like the Enterprise didn't sink. I think the Arizona sunk.
it just crippled some ships.
Yeah, it crippled some ships, but it just crippled them more because they couldn't train them fast enough.
If they would have had Germany send over some U-boats, it probably would have been way more effective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
U-boats not very talked about either. They had
Nope.
some disgusting submarine type, you know?
Yep. Did you hear about the story about the one U-boat that they actually held off with potatoes?
Potatoes?
Yeah, one of the German U-boats surfaced for air, and one of the British ships saw it, and they started throwing potatoes, and the Germans thought it was grenades, so they were throwing it back and forth. While one guy ran down into their submarine to get real grenades to throw them over.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it was fucking hilarious.
What's the potato war?
They got a little plaque called the Potato Battle.
That's funny.
This shit's crazy.
Make that a movie.
I'm saying I need
And
more.
depth charges. Oof.
There's only so many like documentaries and movies, but like a lot of the stuff I learned was from reading rather than watching.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot that talks about.
A lot of stuff you had to get out of as extracurricular.
Yeah, I literally had to read like history books online, basically.
Yeah, you had to request it as a topic for a research paper or some shit.
Yeah.
And it's a huge like, you know, it changed the tide of our country and
Oh.
Germany. You know what I mean?
The world, basically.
'Cause that was the second war in a row that Germany kind of got fucked, right?
They started and lost, yeah.
Because they started to go into a very severe depression when I don't remember what happened.
It was the Great Depression.
Yeah, they had a great
Because
depression.
the way the stocks were working in America is that we were giving a bunch of money over to the foreign nations, and then Germany had to pay the war reparations from World War I because they technically started it, even though they didn't.
Yeah, it wasn't them. They didn't shoot fucking, was it France?
Archduke
Ferdinand or
Francis
whatever?
Ferdinand, it was not him, but because of who was allies at the time, they all declared war on each other in World War. Bam.
It's
That's why you got to be careful about who your allies are.
That's just retarded.
But our stock finally collapsed, and then we weren't able to send money over, so they weren't able to give some to Germany to give to them, and it just all collapsed.
Yeah, and then they went into another depression during the World War.
Yep.
And that's kind of where the support for Hitler started to fade. Because when Hitler first took over, they were in a depression.
And then he rose them out of the depression.
Oh,
the
okay.
economy was booming.
Yep.
And so, I mean, when the
That sounds
economy,
familiar.
so when the economy's doing well,
Yeah.
people follow you.
Yep.
On top of your charisma,
Yeah.
they just keep following you.
No matter what you fucking do.
Yeah.
And then when it
Of course
goes south, all the non-loyal fans go south with it.
They
Yeah.
turn on you and they're like, "Wow, you're really not doing that great."
I mean, no one talks about Time giving Adolf Hitler Man of the Year.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they
like
did.
1936 or something.
I think it was 1933.
Yeah, it was before
Because
the
it
war.
was after Hitler got Germany to host the Olympics.
Yes, the German.
The 1932 Olympics
I remember, and there was black people who competed, I believe.
for Germany.
Yeah,
Because he was hiding how much racism he had. He even let Jews compete too.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to make the stories that we're getting out seem less credible and more flawed. So he would actually let black people participate for Germany and some Jews participate.
Look at you.
This shit is super interesting.
I did a research paper on Adolf Hitler for the 1920s and 30s.
Low-key, I want to start not a Hitler. I want to start I mean, we could start a Hitler podcast and have a history podcast
We got to dress up for it.
Okay.
where we would have.
Fuck, I got a lot of reading. God
It
damn.
doesn't have to be this, but we could find a topic and then bring it to the table. We
I'm
vote on
so-
which
I'm so down for that.
we vote on which one sounds dope,
Okay.
and then we watch documentaries throughout the week or read all about it.
Hell yeah.
And Saturday we can do a history one as well. You know,
Hell yeah.
that'd be fun.
Ancient aliens.
Ancient.
We could do.
We have to do the podcast in the monotone voice of the narrator.
we gotta talk like what's that fucking guy's name with the
Asian
stupid
one?
hair?
The Asian guy.
Giorgio.
Giorgio Sadjewicz.
Yeah, that whatever
the
that
fuck.
fucking.
I saw it spelled out on this show. What the fucking hell?
That shit would be
I
fun.
mean, he seems very knowledgeable, but fuck
I'm super
that.
down for that.
because not only do we learn,
Yeah,
ourselves, we can educate our listeners too who
Hell
don't
yeah.
know much about
y'all
this.
been educating the shit out of me.
Yeah. Well, history is one of my favorite topics. Like I always tell
Mm.
myself, if I ever was a teacher for any reason, I'd be a
Be a
history,
history teacher.
Because it interests me. Because if one thing changed in history,
Yeah.
who knows what the fuck
Yeah.
the world would be like today?
Like if France didn't help the Americans in the Revolutionary War,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're still under German control or Great British
we'd be under
British
British
control.
control.
Like,
If Washington never crossed the Delaware, if it wasn't successful because none of his soldiers could swim, great plan by the
Which
way.
is-
Yeah, just these small things.
Which is a butterfly effect, right?
Yeah.
Or if one small thing
These
changed,
small things, bro.
anything could be different.
Yeah.
If Hitler didn't start doing drugs,
Oh Jesus.
If he didn't split his army to fight the Russians,
there was
if he waited until it was Russian spring,
there's a really dope video game like 10 years ago where it explored what America would be like if Germany had won the war.
oh Wolfenstein, yeah,
It wasn't Wolfenstein. It was a smaller game. But it explored it and it was really good.
yeah.
I wish I remember what the fuck it was called.
It sounds like Wolfenstein.
It wasn't because it was
It's the only game I've ever heard about that's actually given the point of where the Nazis won the war.
Yeah, but we weren't like when I played Wolfenstein. We weren't. It wasn't fought in America. You were still in Germany.
Oh, but it was fought.
This was in America.
In
like,
America.
The New Order. Oh, in America. Okay.
Yeah.
That
So it's
sound-
like
That
like-
sounds so familiar.
I remember the first mission. You're in like New York City, and there's Nazi flags everywhere, propaganda, and you're kind of fighting through it.
oh my God. I see it.
Is it
Jamie,
Alpha
pull that
Protocol?
shit up. No.
Wasn't it like a PlayStation launch title? I swear, like a PS3 launch title.
No,
was
they
on the
wouldn't put something
PS3.
that cool as a
It
launch
was
title.
called Turning Point: Fall of Liberty.
That's
That's what it was called. It was this game right here.
Where is he? Yes.
This game.
Yeah,
It was
that's the
fucking
one.
crazy. Yeah, that's New York. So yeah, you're starting New York. It's if the Nazis had won, it is so good.
Bring that back.
They made a show about
Somebody,
that.
a
Yeah,
developer, picked
Man
that
in the
up.
High Castle.
I don't remember what the name was, but it was on like the History Channel, and it
Oh.
was. They would never tell you the title of it, but I saw it.
There is a show about that called Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, where it
that's
was
the
like
on Amazon right now.
if Hitler had won and then he threw one of the first baseball pitches, none of the black players would have ever made history, and Yes.
Holy shit! I gotta watch that. Jesus.
I don't remember what
insane.
the fuck its name is.
I want to watch Man in the High Castle. I heard it's fucking amazing.
That's on Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's an Amazon original.
Fuck yeah.
That was one of their first originals that took off and did well.
And okay.
Oh yeah, because it's history related,
Yeah.
and most of the people on Amazon are 50 plus
Not anymore, but yeah.
at the time of release.
They got a couple good shows out now that I haven't even been able to look into.
God,
Like
these-
Good versus Evil.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer for that. It looks
What's the
pretty
one
funny.
that just came out? It's
Is it the one the Christians are against?
Yes.
Okay.
There's another one. I think it's called The Boys.
Oh yeah, the boys.
Apparently that's fucking amazing.
They have what's that show? I don't know if it's no, it's not Amazon, but I think it's on Hulu. I think you should check it out. It's pretty dope. It's called the Terror.
And Terror.
Yeah, they just have it's I think it was originally an AMC. I think it's an AMC show. It's really fucking good, man. It's about the first expedition up to the North Pole and how fucked up it was.
Yeah, it was really
Oh
good.
Jesus, bro, it's so good.
Oh, so it follows Santa Claus. Okay.
No Santa. There's no Santa Claus up there.
Then
Oh,
there's
he must have moved to the South Pole.
Amazon has Jack Ryan as well, which is really good.
Yeah, I haven't
Holy
seen
shit.
that. I want to check it out.
It is fucking good, bro.
I can't see John Krasinski as any other fucking character though. He's fucking hard.
He's so good in that.
I mean, I did like what is that?
Fucking The Quiet movie.
A Quiet Place. Yeah, that shit was dope. I'll check
Making
it out,
another
though.
one.
A second one?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. That's what-
Because it was
Whatever.
popular.
yeah, it was. Anytime you can get
Or
money.
Michael Bay's the director, one of the two.
Michael Bay.
I think his wife directed it, right? Him and his
No,
wife.
it was
Or they produced
No,
it?
he directed it.
Yeah,
and
he
he
directed
wrote it.
That's right.
Yeah, he wrote it.
Wow, he's doing all the work.
Yeah, dude.
He's fucking amazing, and
He's
it kind of
talented.
sucks that The Office.
See what I'm saying? Like I just said, like I can't really see him as like a serious
Yeah, it
fucking
comes out
character.
March 20th, 2020,
2020
part 2.
spring.
So that'll be out soon, actually. Holy shit!
Damn.
Yeah, I get that feeling when I see Tony Shalhoub in something other than Monk.
Yeah. You only think of him as Monk or fucking Mr. Bean.
I was
Whenever
watching
you
him
see
in 13 Ghosts. I was like, what the hell?
13 Ghosts? Oh my
I
god.
was like, what the hell is he doing? He should
Bro,
be afraid of this.
that movie's so entertaining, bro. It's so bad though.
It's one of those good bad humors,
It's
just
like
like Tremors, the first one.
Oh, Tremors is a classic, bro.
Fucking Ghost Ship. That one
Ghost
was
Ship
horrible.
is so good.
At the beginning where the fucking
Hell yeah,
wire
they
comes
cut
around.
all of them off. They cut all their fucking heads
Yeah,
off, or
except
some
for the
shit.
kid or something.
Yeah, 'cause
they
she's
were
like-
short. They just sliced everybody.
Oh, my
like,
God. House of Wax. Remember that? Piece
Oh,
of
yes,
shit?
I did.
Yo,
Paris Hilton.
where she's standing over the storm drain and they slice her fucking
her
Achilles.
Oh,
Or
Jesus.
Hostel, where,
Ho-
where she's
oh.
sitting in the chair.
But
they
Hostel
cut-
1 and 2, dude. Hostel 2 is fucked too.
Was
Jesus.
Hostel 2,
That's the one where they're like hanging.
and they take the blood bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The blood bath. Yeah, she cuts her. Ugh,
The
cuts
first
his
one
throat.
pissed me off because they saved that Asian bitch and then she fucking
Yeah, she
kills
gets hit-
herself, man.
She jumps in front of a train.
Yo, that eyeball part made me fucking squeamish. Where it was hanging out and they cut
They
it.
cut it. Ay.
Like pus and shit came out.
God, they need to make another Hostel movie.
Yeah, but the first one where at the very beginning she's in the chair and they cut her Achilles and say, "Okay, you're free to go."
Yeah, they let
And
her.
then they stand up and it's like, she's like, they're like, ah. That movie's so fucked.
or even the drill into that dude's thigh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Human Centipede was fucked up.
That was
Jesus.
bad. That was one of those bad funnies.
oh man.
They just are in the dark and they stop at dude's house like, what?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Like,
Oh my
what
god.
the fuck? What's wrong with you?
Super watchable. I'd watch it again.
But
Oh, that shit was cringy,
I
bro.
need
never
a-
explain
I need a
how
whole
they
collection.
get downstairs with the human centipede because it's a spiral
Yeah,
staircase.
yeah.
They never explain how we got him from down upstairs to downstairs.
You
Maybe
don't
it
want to
just-
know.
There's no elevator and this is like,
You
come
hog
on.
tied him. I don't
They
know.
had to crawl.
Yeah,
as
they had to
one.
crawl and
Oof.
shit.
Like a centipede.
Yep.
God, dude.
left, right.
Well, they're shitting in each other's mouths.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's like one of my favorite
Chinese
South Park
guys like,
episodes.
oh, I'm
Human
sorry, I'm
centipede.
cheating.
I'm so sorry, Kyle. You want the cuttlefish?
Oh, the vanilla pesto.
I'm sorry, Kyle. That is one of the best episodes ever.
Ever.
Because they didn't read the terms and conditions on the fucking
on their fucking Apple,
Yeah,
their
products.
Apple agreement, yeah.
iTunes or whatever.
Yeah, the update on
Yeah.
iTunes. That's fucking true though. Nobody reads that shit.
That's because it's too long.
I'm telling you, South Park is ahead of the times with their show.
Oh yes,
There's a reason they're still fucking
Oh,
going
yeah.
20-something seasons in.
they're so relevant. They're so good. They're so good at
Yes.
conveying their point through like other shit.
Just making it like the fucking console wars episodes. Those are some of the best fucking episodes.
Yeah, they took like wasn't
3
it like
episodes.
wasn't it like Game of Thrones style?
No, that was the Black Friday.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
Black
the
Friday.
Black
Yeah,
Friday.
okay.
one.
With
Walking in the gardens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of my garden.
Yeah, that was it. No, the console wars was the trippy ass one.
Is that the one where Princess Kenny?
I think so, actually.
Princess Zucchini.
Yeah, that was that one.
South Park's amazing. That's literally why I signed up for Hulu.
Yeah,
Just to watch South
again.
Park, bro. Jesus.
I remember the first time they had a Seattle Seahawk in an episode. I got so hyped, bro.
Oh,
Matt Hasselbeck was
oh,
in the episode. I was so excited. I didn't even care.
Jesus.
All right, so
Good old Hasselback.
let's move on to MMA. I just want to give a shout out to Chase Hooper.
Oh yeah, he finally got
A UFC fight.
yeah.
So he's
His opponent is TBD,
yeah,
I
TBD.
guess.
He just hasn't announced it yet. So,
Okay.
but the fact that this kid from Enumclaw, he's been training since he was probably 11,
Yeah, dude.
and he won on Dana White's Tuesday night Tender series.
Chicken tender
Yeah.
series.
He won on there. He didn't get a contract, but he got a developmental
Yeah.
contract.
So they put him in what is it?
He's been fighting like Titan FC,
Titan
Island
FC,
Fights,
yeah.
all these small ones, proving himself.
Yeah. He's been
No.
winning.
The one we watched, that was his first challenge, and he got hurt,
Yeah, and that
but
dude
he survived.
Yeah, and he's so fucking young. That dude he fought is like almost twice his
Yeah,
fucking
he was
age.
like 36.
Yeah, dude.
And I think Chase Hooper's 21, 20. No, he's 20.
Yeah, he's
Just
20.
turned
Well,
20.
you can't even drink legally in most
Nah,
places.
man, and he's fucking grown men up, dude.
He's very big for his weight class too.
He's tall. He's
But
so tall.
I started following him maybe a year ago, and the fact that he finally got his UFC fight is like so dope to me,
Hell yeah. Wow.
which is crazy because he's debuting before Sean O'Malley.
That's crazy.
Sean O'Malley doesn't have a UFC fight.
Ah, that fucking guy, man.
It's not his fault.
I know. I feel so bad for him though.
I mean, with a name like Sean, what do you expect?
I mean, he's an amazing fighter, but you take a substance and it was laced with
Yeah.
Ostarine, which is a banned substance
Yeah.
because it's a estrogen blocker. It's not his fault. It's just a lot of cheap products are laced. Like
Yep.
creatine has cocaine in it
Mm,
because it's cut with cocaine over in China.
the same vats.
So you got to be, especially at the UFC, you got to be so careful because they
Because
catch
USADA, bro.
everything.
Yeah.
USADA, Jesus.
Well, if you watch the UFC back before USADA, you know why there's a USADA.
Yeah, bro. It looked like fucking.
They all look like Paulo Costa.
Yeah, all of them. Literally.
Every single fighter.
This is his first UFC fight. He looks like a fucking bodybuilder.
Fucking Brock Lesnar got popped 14,000 times
Yeah, dude.
after every fight. Mark Hunt fight, he got
Basically, yeah,
popped.
Mark Hunt, yeah, that fight.
And then he got himself out of USADA testing.
The pool, yeah.
Dan Hardy's back in
What?
USADA testing.
He's back in the pool? So he's going to fight.
He's thinking about it.
Holy shit.
Dan Hardy's probably my favorite UFC fighter ever.
Oh, does he know what weight? Is it going to be welterweight again?
He doesn't
or-
know. Welterweight's an easy cut. He walks around at 182 right now.
Oh, that would be good for him. I know he probably hasn't stopped training.
Yeah, no, his jiu-jitsu is fucking amazing regardless.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man, he's so fucking smart, too.
Yeah, Dan
His,
Hardy,
his fight IQ? Good lord.
when he speaks, if you don't listen, you're fucking up.
Damn, he's in the pool? Fuck yeah.
I'll have to show Craig some videos of Dan. I think Craig would fuck with Dan Hardy.
Yo, Dan Hardy was the shit.
He would fucking know. He would dye his mohawk fucking black and
He had
red
that
with
mouthpiece.
the spiky teeth
Yeah,
on it.
bro.
So I would always pick it on the video games. He'd
Hell
always
yeah.
come out to like the Clash and shit.
Yeah.
Like old British punk.
He's
I
as
just
British as it gets, man.
Yeah, he's from fucking Nottingham.
No, I don't know.
Nottingham,
I
England.
don't know.
But he's one of the nastiest fighters. And
Yeah.
Craig got to watch one of the best cards I think I've ever watched live.
Which one?
The last pay-per-view we watched, 242.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
That was probably one of the best pay-per-views I've ever seen live. So much action in every fight, I think.
Mm.
I don't think there was a bad fight on that card, was there?
On the
On
main,
the main
card.
card.
The main card was lit. I think there was a lot of snoozers on the prelims.
But the main
Prelims
card,
was all snoozers.
yeah. but the main card was fucking
Oh
lit.
Jesus, bro, fucking Stipe.
Because what we're doing on our podcast was the fifth, third round decision of the prelims.
Oh yeah.
Shit was fucking.
Oh my god, I fucking lost my shit, man. I went ballistic, bro. That's the loudest I ever fucking got for anything. It was like
when Stipe won.
when Stipe knocked down fucking DC.
Because Stipe was getting pieced up
Oh
for
my god.
what?
All the rounds.
He won one round in my
I think it
eyes.
was the
Well, that must have
The
been the
second?
round.
The
He
second.
won the second round.
yeah, because he took him down. I think in
Yeah.
the second.
So that's the only reason. I mean, he was getting demolished on the feet.
On the feet, they threw the most strikes in a
In a
heavyweight fight
Yeah.
ever,
346.
and it
or
was
something
only
crazy.
4 fucking rounds.
Well, I mean, heavyweights, bro. After
Yeah,
the
that's-
first round, it's toast.
Yeah, dude. Man, what
They
a
need
great
to work
fight.
on their fucking cardio is what they need to do.
Well, they did. That's why they. I mean, they
they were
both
coming in really light.
they came in super light
They came in
because they
very light.
anticipated a long fight.
Yep.
But goddamn,
And
bro.
once Stipe made that small adjustment,
that body, that
And
left hook
that
to the
rib
body.
shot.
for some reason, DC didn't pick up on it
No.
because he said it wasn't hurting
Oh,
first.
okay.
until it was probably too late.
Oh, okay.
So if you get body shots, that zaps any stamina you have.
Yep.
If you're getting hit in the body, you're
I
getting.
And
tired.
then you have the thing where if you drop your arm to block that, you leave your face open.
yeah, exactly. I highly recommend watching the Destin series with DC and Stipe.
Okay.
It's
I was gonna say not the one where
it's on.
breaks down
No,
fights.
it's on ESPN Plus. It's like it's so well made, and then there's a whole bunch of shit that you don't see.
Yeah.
Obviously, like from the embeddeds and shit. But Stipe talks about making that adjustment after that fight, and he said he hit him with. I think he hit him with he hit DC with like a short punch to his solar plex,
Mm.
and he heard DC go like,
No, because
so
it hurt.
Yeah, and it was like at the end of the third, so he like.
He saw
like,
it was
he-
there.
He said the body's there. He said he has a big old belly, so I'm gonna hit him in it.
But he wasn't hitting the belly. He was
Yeah.
digging into
He
the
was
fucking ribs. It wasn't just like a body shot. He was digging, like
Oh,
lifting
Jesus,
DC up with this fucking.
Man, you got two hands. Why are you using one for nothing if you're going to throw a strike?
That's probably next to Mark Hunt and Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That might be one of my favorite heavyweight fights ever.
yeah.
Jesus,
That
man.
was it.
I lost my shit.
I remember.
I got so loud
Because
dude.
everybody slept on Stipe.
Yes.
It's fucking annoying.
Even like DC was kind of annoying with his trash talk at the weigh-ins too. I'm like, oh my god, DC.
He's trash
Like, why?
talking.
Yeah, he's so bad.
Because he's
like,
such a nice dude.
He is. It's,
He's probably one of the
so
best
it comes off
dudes.
as like he sounds like a fucking WWE fight
Try
wrestler,
hard.
bro. It's,
DC really is probably one of the nicest dudes
He
in
is.
MMA.
but
It was-
damn, man, yeah,
Them
what a fucking card.
Fucking Paulo Costa and fucking.
And Yoel, yeah.
that was a war.
Oh,
That could have gone either way.
And you told me it wasn't going to be a third round decision.
Bro,
well, look at him,
did you
bro.
see them eat the shots they were eating? Any human beings getting knocked
Bro,
the
they're
fuck
both
out.
built like Ninja Turtles, bro.
Literally shells and everything, man.
Dude.
Yo, fucking Yoel was just sticking his tongue out and eating these fucking bombs.
Well, you see the knockdown that he got on Paulo, the first one.
Yeah.
He like distracted him. You see all that shit? He like pointed to his right,
Yep.
and he fucked him up with it.
And then Paulo tried to call that dirty. No, man, it's your fault.
It worked,
You're
so
you're retarded.
There you go.
And then he kicked him in the fucking nuts. That was probably the best part, that there were so many breaks in between the action.
Yeah, if it would have went straight through, they probably
would've
would have
tired.
gassed.
And now Acosta's not allowed to compete at middleweight.
Yeah,
so
dude, that's so crazy. 185,
he
right?
weighed in at 185.
On fight night, he was 240,
It was
something like that, 230.
220 something.
That's crazy, bro.
So he gained 40 pounds in one night.
in one night.
Yeah. There's a fighter that Craig doesn't know. He doesn't know about Anthony Johnson.
Oh
He
my
would-
god!
Is he one of the founders of Johnson Johnson Healthcare?
No.
No.
He would weigh in at 170 pounds. Then night of the fight, I think he was like 232.
I mean, he would try to weigh in. He missed
Yeah, he
weight
missed
so
it a
many
lot.
times.
But he would weigh in the next night at 232 pounds.
Yeah, man.
And he had to fight Dan Hardy. And when Dan Hardy heard what he weighed on fight night, he's like, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because Dan Hardy cuts maybe 10 pounds.
Yeah.
You know? And then it's just fucking like that. So we haven't talked. Are we going to watch the Abu Dhabi card, or are we going to stream that?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's worth the money yet, but
I
then
don't know
it's,
because there's not a lot of other fights on
I
there.
mean,
other
Curtis
than-
Blades,
Yeah, Curtis Blades. I want to see him.
Paul Felder,
Yeah.
and then
Maybe
the main
just
event.
the main card, But I don't know if that's. I don't know.
Dustin Poirier might be worth the money. We'll see.
He is. Oh,
We'll have to talk about it.
yeah, we'll talk about it.
So the
But
family's here.
I mean, we're gonna
so-
watch it anyway.
Yeah, I'll watch it. So we're gonna wrap this up so I can get the fuck out of here.
Oh, shout out to what's her name?
Good old what's her
Wei
name?
Zhang.
Yeah.
She just won the strap this morning
Most-
at 4
Most
a.m.
boring, uneventful thing. I just woke up, saw it on my phone.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah.
She won.
But shout out to her, first Chinese champion.
For how long, we'll see. I mean,
Yeah, probably to our next fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just like that one guy from 242 who had the title but hasn't defended it yet. Just like that.
Oh, Kamaru fucking Snoozman. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Marty Fake Newsman.
Yeah, fucking defend your belt.
No,
Defend your
she's
belt
gonna
is
hold it for as
victory.
long as she can without defending
I
it.
think
Just
they're.
like him.
I think they're finalizing a deal between them.
They should because the
Wasn't one of
welterweight-
the fights from the last card one of the guys that was gonna fight him?
Yeah, it was. No,
or-
you watched the Colby card. Did you watch Colby with us?
No, I don't think
He
it was.
wasn't there for
I
I
don't
Colby.
watched
think he was here.
Stipe, Jorge, and then the one in between that.
Was it?
Was it the Colby? It might have
It
been
might have
Colby.
been Colby.
But
It
he's
had a-
fighting Colby Covington, the MAGA guy.
Oh yeah,
The MAGA
Okay,
man.
So yeah,
yeah. I
there
saw
he's
that fight
fighting.
because
Oh,
it came
okay.
out to "You Suck."
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Kurt
suck.
Angle. But yeah, that's. I mean, it's gonna be a war, but I don't. If ring rust is real, then Kamaru's in trouble.
Yeah, and he's just.
I mean, can
just-
he absorb 600 strikes?
Probably not. I
I'm
don't.
saying
Because that's
it's-
about how many he threw.
I don't know if he's as tough as fucking Robbie Lawler though.
Robbie Lawler's tough.
I
It's not like
mean-
Colby hits you hard. He just
No,
doesn't fucking
It doesn't
stop.
stop.
He just, bro, he's relentless.
I mean, just duck and weave like Robbie Lawler did. Just duck and weave,
but he was
duck and
still
weave.
eating shots.
He's like if you turn the stamina off in UFC 3.
yeah, he just fucking.
He just doesn't stop.
And then when you like get a little comfortable with the shots, he takes you the fuck down, and
Yeah.
he just
He threatens to
He
take
gives you a
down or
nice
he does-
hug.
Yeah.
he kills.
He clinches
your,
with you, fucks, and he just makes you tired.
kills
man.
your will to fight, and it's so amazing to watch.
It is. That's such an advantage for him, man. His
Yeah.
cardio, fuck, dude.
Which is something. If we watch Khabib, you'll see Khabib does the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if he could. I mean,
Like, he could take Dustin down. He's not gonna be on the feet.
yeah.
But if he locks Dustin's feet up and he just fucking lays there and constricts you, and
Mm.
I mean, he locks your arms up.
See,
and he
that's
just
why I don't
fucking-
want to fucking buy it. You know, I don't want to. But I do want to watch it.
I want to watch Felder and Barboza more
Yeah.
than the main event.
Yeah, I don't
Either
know.
way, whoever wins that title that night is getting fucked by Tony
Yeah,
Ferguson.
so yeah,
You're just holding the belt.
you're both marked men.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Boogeyman's gonna get you, bro.
You're literally just keeping the belt warm for this man.
Dude.
It's called a
I mean,
belt
they
warmer.
both. Shout out to them. They both said that he's the only one
Yeah,
who deserves
but
the
I
next
just-
shot.
I mean, there's nobody in the history of the UFC that's ever deserved a title shot more
No,
than Tony Ferguson.
no, I can't think of one guy.
Not one guy, because he's been screwed. He was on the verge of getting his title shot, and he tripped over some cables and
Yeah.
blew out his knee.
And then for some reason they stripped him of the.
It was just the interim.
I mean, but still, how long has Kobe been the fucking interim? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't even know if he still is. You know, he just carries that belt around.
I mean,
Kobe-
don't say that to him.
He says he's the champion. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'll give somebody else the title shot. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Interim doesn't mean anything. Izzy is not a champion in my eyes.
No,
Because he hasn't beat the champion.
Dustin isn't either.
No. So I'm just saying, you're not a champion until you beat the champion. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? That's why I hate this whole interim title.
It's confusing. It's stupid. It's just a marketing tactic,
Yeah.
honestly.
I would just start stripping dudes if they don't defend their belt in
Ooh.
7 months.
Not that kind of stripping, Craig.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if you haven't defended your title in 7 months, you're stripped.
7 months. I'm gonna give him 3 months.
No, because
No.
If they don't have a good fight, I mean, if you have a fight like Jorge and Askren, you get 3 months.
No,
max.
I just say Askren already is in a fight
Yeah. See,
in October.
there we go.
You're gonna love it.
He's already.
He's
getting-
fighting another grappler.
No, but I just said I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
like,
I mean, just
you
to
should
keep-
have to defend your belt twice a year.
just to keep
At
the shit
least.
going, man.
You know what I mean? That's not too much to ask. One fight every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's not asking a lot.
Yeah, and then we have
'Cause-
guys who get the belt
and they
then
sit on it.
or they they never defend it, like
Fucking
Connor.
Kamaru,
Yeah, Kamaru.
fucking Robert Whitaker.
Yeah,
I mean, I would have stripped him, to be honest, by now.
yeah. I mean, they gave it to him because George gave it up.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I would have stripped him by now. He hasn't defended it, and then since he fought Yoel a year and a half
Well,
ago.
to be fair, he did like almost make it to the fight.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
didn't. Almost doesn't count. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Winning's winning. No almost about it.
Yeah, you have to defend your belt. You can't hold up especially a division that strong.
Yeah.
Which
I
is,
mean, yeah, you're holding up fucking so many other guys, man.
which is why I'm so pissed about Kamaru, because welterweight is probably the strongest division right now.
It's so fucking good right
There's
now.
so many killers, and it's
Mhm.
like you're holding this up, and there's just a fucking jam.
You're holding up the progress,
Sean
man.
Shelby can only make so many fucking fights without
Yeah.
sending somebody backwards. You know, if you're Masvidal, you're not gonna fight the number 10 guy because that could
Yeah.
fuck you if you lose.
Fucking
I mean,
Kamaru.
Masvidal and Diaz, hell yes, because that's the people's main event.
Make that shit.
Because
I think we all want to see that.
because that's unpredictable as fuck.
Hell yeah. And they're
Nate's-
both real as fuck.
Nate's one of the and they respect each other.
Yeah, they respect
You know?
That's crazy.
I mean,
They're
and then
gonna, that means they're gonna go in there and
Yeah.
fucking swing.
And then before we go, we're just gonna talk about how Anthony Pettis quits every time he faces, anytime he faces any adversity.
Yeah, bro.
Like if you go back and watch his fights, anytime he gets
Yeah.
hurt,
Yeah,
He quits.
He wilts, bro, and he
just
fucking
gives up.
Yeah, he does.
He literally gave up against Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
They threw in the towel.
and then we saw him give up against Nate.
Yeah, he broke his foot and he just quit.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean, who is that guy? Rich Franklin literally knocked out Chuck Liddell with a broken left forearm.
yeah,
His shit was snapped in half. Paul Felder snapped his fucking arm in half by throwing a spinning back fist. Finished the damn fight.
Paul Felder finished a fight with a collapsed lung.
Yeah,
Like-
Jesus Christ, bro. He
Fucking
yeah.
Uriah Faber broke both his hands. Finished the fight throwing elbows.
Dude.
And you fucking break your foot and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna quit.
And Uriah fucking took Jose Aldo's like how many fucking leg kicks?
Mhm.
He damn near like chopped his
I
legs
mean,
off.
Thiago Santos
I'm
literally had
saying,
no knee
There's
left.
no excuse for you, Anthony Pettis.
Like he lost a lot of respect for me that night.
You're a former champion, bro. You might as well be a former fighter.
Yeah, I mean, bro, if you're a fighter, you can't be quitting.
No.
in the face of adversity. You got to tough
Hell
through it.
no.
You know what I mean?
What the fuck is the point of all that training? Do you not like do any mental training?
I'm saying you break your foot, you can compensate.
Fuck
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
You can. You're smart enough.
If
You
Thiago
can.
went 5 rounds with one of the best fighters ever
on the planet, yeah.
with one knee for 4.5 rounds, and he almost won the fight.
Yeah, I mean, one judge had him win. One judge said he won the
Could have
fight.
gone either way, man.
But still,
You're weak.
Anthony
That's
Pettis.
what happens when you don't have a grapple game.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you
Well,
guys say he
I
has a
mean-
grapple game, but if your leg is hurt, then you go for a grapple. Get him in a chokehold.
Yeah, John Jones' fight plan that night was horrible. Made 0 sense.
Not John Jones, the other guy.
Who,
Oh,
Thiago?
Anthony
Anthony
Pettis?
Pettis?
Yes.
well, because Nate is
Yeah.
a submission artist as well.
Nate's amazing off his
Yeah,
back.
he's
just tarantula him and just hold on till the end
You
of the
can't
fight.
do that to Nate.
Hell no.
Nate's an
No, I'm
OG.
just gonna fucking get down in this position and
Yeah.
fucking turn my back to you.
I mean, you saw Nate literally open hand slapping the dude.
Yeah,
Stockton
bro.
slapping the fuck out
Hell
of him.
yeah, that was amazing.
So I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, so I'm actually probably gonna watch that China card tonight, and
I might watch it
We'll
when
see.
I go home today.
yeah, so I'll watch it tonight on my
Oh,
phone or
China.
something. That's a good spot to end this. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Later.